Alright, we're back with more Dragon Quest II. Back here in the Cave To Rhone. This episode I'll be just grabbing all the treasure and then I'll be making a second trip to get to the next area. Just want to get off these floors, 'cause I don't feel like fighting any of these powerful monsters right now. Yeah, without the exploded spell for the princess, defeat and revive spells for the Prince of Connacht, the area can be pretty difficult. Not these guys, but talking about the enemies on the higher floors. These Orc Kings, you can just easily put them to sleep. Stannis just one shot this Storm Eagle wannabe. Orc King's having a nice dream. Yeah, it was just a bad dream, fat boy. Alright, we already got that crappy lottery ticket there to the right there. Now you want to head back to where the stairs was. And now we're going to head to the left here. We'll get that treasure chest that was there later. I think it just contains gold. Now you want to go up these stairs again into more difficult monster territory. There we have 3 magic vampiresses, or vampiri, in the NES version. Cast Firebane, and just put them to sleep. Best way to deal with these magic vampiresses, well, most of the time. I got 2 out of the 3. They are susceptible to stop spell, but sleep, just in my opinion, is the better option. Firebane didn't work. Yeah, they're pretty resistant to magic, so yeah, even if I did have exploded, it doesn't work all the time. Yeah, good. Go back to sleep. Actually, no, that didn't wake up. That was the one that I missed the sleep spell on. I thought that vampires woke up. I did wake up, but now we put him back to sleep permanently. And oh, come on, really? Alright, we have 3 more clowns. I guess they were guarding this chest here. Just sleep on the Berserker. Yeah, that Berserker's hit harder than the damn Vampirus. Also, his attack bots as well. That's why you want to cast Increase. I know a lot of people don't like the Increase spell in this game, but hell, I think it's pretty useful. You got those attack bots doing like 1 and no damage. Now you can pretty much just pick apart this attack bot. Alright, go Arya. Those tin cans are no match for me. And here we get the mysterious hat. And what that does, it cuts MP costs in half when equipped. I'm actually going to give that to Arya. Yeah, I'm really going to have to do some inventory management here. Yeah, you know what, actually, yeah, I'm going to let Tyrion keep that, because he desperately needs the defense. And I'm going to be using Firebane for most of this dungeon anyways. Well, until I get exploded. Yeah, I'll keep it like that for now. Later on, I'll just change it up. I just want to get out of difficult enemy territory here. Yeah, just more Hort, Dorks, and Orcs. Just put them all to sleep. Here we get some gold. Also, I didn't mention those gargoyles are the ones that drop the gremlins' tails. But they're a cursed item, so don't worry about it. Just sell it. Now from the intersection, you want to go to the left. To the right leads out of this dungeon. We'll head there later. They didn't see me, so yeah, I'm not going to see them. Yeah, don't waste your time. If you're in a preemptive battle, if you get into a preemptive battle, I mean, just run. Don't waste your MP or HP. This area here just leads to an evil shield. Yeah, it's another cursed item. I'll probably just sell it. Take an evil shield and some gold. There we have a berserker, magic vampirus. Stannis, just take out the berserker. And just put these guys to sleep. And once again, you can't, they are susceptible to stop spell, but, you know, the sleep is just a better option. Fireband, goodbye berserker. Magic vampirus, you're being annoying. Just cast defense. So now I can guarantee at least Tyrion can take him out in one hit. And of course, all enemies are weak to Stannis Elemental. Nothing cuts like Valyrian steel. Alright, we have a new enemy, Metal Babble Healer. He ran away. I wouldn't recommend using any save states for this battle. Because those healers, they'll just keep healing up the Metal Babble and you'll be here forever. I don't mind this battle. It's better than like Vampiruses or Dragons, so I'll take that battle over anything in this dungeon. And here we get 500 gold, somewhat. And another random battle. Magic Vampirus, Berserker. Just Firebane. Sleep on the Vampirus. Vampiri. Firebane, just mop up the rest of these guys. Wow, didn't take out any of these enemies. More 69 damage. Yeah, in this chest, just get the evil shield. It's cursed, don't use it, just sell it. Running out of inventory space, but I only have one space left, and that space is reserved for the Thunder Sword, so I'm pretty good for now. You know, it's kind of weird about the sprites here, that you see the Prince of Canuck is actually holding a shield in his sprite, but he can't equip any in combat. Sort of an interesting disconnect there by the game designers. Well, actually, you can't equip a shield, I think the leather shield or something, so never mind. Well, not the best shield, though. Would be nice. Oh yeah, you can't equip the shield of strength. What am I talking about? Yeah, never mind. Thinking about something else. Yeah, let's try out the Staff of Thunder. I keep forgetting that you can use that as an item in battle. Hardly effective. That's why I hardly ever use it in battle. And also those magic vampires have a chance of dropping those mysterious hats. As far as I know, I've never had them drop it. So, I don't know. If you have, you know, yeah, lucky you. Alright, that's all for the exploration on this floor. Metal Babble. I'm not even worried about Metal Babbles now. I just want to get the Thunder Sword so I can end this episode. Hopefully I can survive getting to the Thunder Sword. It's a real pain in the ass trying to get it. And now on this floor there's a ton of pitfalls. If you want to exit this dungeon, the exit out is toward the south. There's a stairs down there, at least to the 6th floor. But yeah, there's a lot of pitfalls around here, so you just want to be careful. Just follow where I'm going. And also, you can run into a lot of green dragons around this area too, so just be careful about that as well. Oh boy, speaking of the devil. Oh, they didn't see me. So guess what? I'm not gonna see you guys. Fuck those green dragons. Yeah, if you have an opportunity to run away from those guys, run. Do not fight. Not at my levels. Yeah, unless you get like exploded or a revive spell. Yeah, don't even bother. Oh, for fuck's sake. 4 fucking green dragons. And yes, this is the hardest battle in this fucking dungeon. They have about 85 to 100 HP. They breathe fire. And of course, they hit like trucks. Now I want to cast Firebane with Tyrion, Stannis attack, and Arya, I want to have her cast defense, so I can at least guarantee that Stannis will be able to one-shot at least one of these dragons. Alright, we got one. Tyrion is most likely going to die here. Unless I get a critical hit with magic, which that doesn't exist in this game. And there goes Tyrion. And now his watch is ended. Alright, now it's 2 on 3. Arya, I'm gonna have to think here. Yeah, defending is useless here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to heal Stannis. Yeah, he won't survive if I don't. Alright, Stannis got rid of that dragon. Now it's 2 on 2. Stannis should be able to one-shot the rest of these dragons. Lowered their defense, and also that Firebane spell took a chunk of their health as well. Yeah, terrific move. Not really necessary, but I'll take it. Alright, we got this battle now. Well, not for Tyrion, unfortunately. Alright, we got him. Hardest battle in this dungeon, viewers. We survived. Well, most of us. Guess poor Tyrion, he's better with a crossbow than a sword. Go ask Tywin Lannister. Now we're gonna have to heal up and gonna have to use that Leaf of the World Tree. I don't think he can use it if he's dead. Yeah. I think when you exchange stuff, you'll say you removed it from his coffin. Yeah. Arya took the Leaf of the World Tree from Tyrion's coffin. Kind of a little bit morbid there, but yeah. Alright, everybody's back on their feet. Could use a little bit more magic, and just be careful around this room here, because there are pitfalls. No more green dragon. Oh, good. This battle is sort of a breather. I'll take 4 healers over 4 green dragons any day. Yeah, this metal babble. Just hurry up and run so I can get to the Thunder Sword. Yeah, get the hell out of here. Like I was saying before, there are pitfalls in this room here, so you want to just stay to the bottom. Probably in between episodes, I'll probably show off most of the pitfalls in this area. But I'll do that in between episodes. And now for this large room, you want to start heading toward the southwest. And just be careful, there are dragons in this area as well. Oh good, Hargon Knight and Flame. 2 new enemies, but these enemies are a lot easier than the damn dragons. Mostly because, Stannis can one-shot the Hargon Knight. I'm going to cast Increase just in case. And also these flames, they can be put to sleep. Hargon Knight gone. Yeah, these jokers, just put them to sleep. Yeah, just like the dragons, they can't breathe fire on you. Instead of throwing a fireball or something like that. Just cast defense, so even Tyrion would be able to one-shot these guys. Yeah, good, they're still asleep. And now we can just put them to sleep permanently. And down goes a Human Torch or Blaze Heatniks. Whatever fire references you can think of. Flame Stag. Fry Guy from Super Mario Bros. 2. And you want to drop down this hole right here. Toward the southwest. And here we get the most powerful weapon in the game, the Thunder Sword. There is a more powerful sword that's stronger, but it's cursed. You're better off just selling that one, which is called the Sword of Destruction. Yeah, you get those from one of the giants in the next area we're going to be visiting too. A couple episodes from now. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to... Oh no, I do have a free inventory space there. I was going to throw away that lottery ticket, but I forgot I already used that Leaf of the World Tree. I'm going to give that to Stannis. And now the exchange of weapons begins. I'm going to give him the Thunder Sword, extra 25 boost in offense. Desperately need that. Yeah, now I can one-shot those damn dragons now. Could have used that before, but oh well. And now that light sword, I'm going to give that to Tyrion. Give him a boost in offense. Yeah, extra 30 boost in offense, yeah. Tyrion could really use that. Once again, could have used that before, but I really could have used that exploded spell against the damn dragons too. And now from here, you just keep dropping down the floors until you reach the beginning of this dungeon. So unfortunately, the game pretty much forces you to make 2 trips, if you want to get all the treasure, of course. And just leads you down to the first floor here. And yeah, I'm going to head out here and sell all those gremlin tails and crap. Now I'm just cast return, why not? Gonna have to go back and get another leaf of the world tree. Bastard dragons. So of course, because the inn is bugged, either you can abuse the wizard's rings to get your HP and MP back. What the hell, I'll go here into the lottery ticket. Use that damn thing. Or what you can do is, if you want to use the inn, just like I said in the last episode, kill the Prince of Cannock. Then you can sleep at the inn normally, and then just go to the priest to revive the Prince of Cannock back. Alright, we're back with more Dragon Quest II. And yeah, I caved in and did some leveling. Didn't really level up for this dungeon specifically, more for the area afterwards in the lands of giants and White Walkers, if you know what I mean. And for Tyrion, he learned the defeat spell at level 23. Instant death to a group of enemies. Doesn't have a great hit percentage, but it still can be useful. Would be nice if it did damage and instant death like Darkja from Final Fantasy XII, but oh well. And for Arya, she learned the Exploded spell at level 19. Does around 60 to 90 damage to all enemies. Yeah, that's going to be really useful for the next area. And now we're going to head through the entire Cave to Rhone completely. You can head up through any one of these stairs, but I like heading through the middle stairs because that's the path that I know the most. Here we have some Mega Knights. Yeah, I could use Exploded on them, but I really want to save my MP for the next area. So you can just easily put these guys to sleep and just pick away at them. Yeah, there's enemies later called Hargon Knights. Now you can do the same thing to them, just put them to sleep as well. Now we're going to head up these middle stairs. And you see there's a little pitfall there. Yeah, I tripped up all the traps in between episodes. And from here the same way, you want to head down the third intersection. 1, 2, 3. 3. And now you want to head to the northeast. The same path where we got the Thunder Sword. Just more gold orcs. Just put them all to sleep. Yeah, most of these enemies here can be put to sleep. And as you see here, yeah, I tripped up all the traps here. So if you want to see all the pitfalls, just pause. And yeah, I didn't realize in the last episode that you can just fall down one of these pits to get to the Thunder Sword, and unfortunately in the last episode I went the long way, but oh well. And this floor, there's only really one path to go. All the other paths, if you take the wrong way, it'll just loop back to this room. Kind of a bastard move by the game designers. Yeah, you want to stay at full HP. Once again, there are dragons around here, as you saw in the last episode. Just follow the path that I'm going. Alright, here we have some Magic Vampirus, and the Attack Bot. Yeah, the magic vampiruses are susceptible to stop spell, but yeah, I'm gonna try out the defeat spell, show that off. And just put them to sleep just in case the defeat spell doesn't work. Don't worry, I'll deal with the attack bot later. And defeat spell is just basically instant death to a group of enemies. Like I said before, it doesn't have a great hit percentage, but yeah, it works most of the time against enemies that are susceptible to it, so once again, it can be useful. And now we can start working on this attack bot. Those tin cans are still no match for me. Now you want to head around this L path, and just be careful, there's a pitfall around the little L block, I guess. And you want to head to the northeast. Now you want to head up. Here we have some attack bot and 2 green dragons. Not really that much of a threat now, since I have the Thunder Sword, better equipment, better magic. Let's cast Increase, just in case. And we're going to show off Exploded. Yeah, see Mega Man there, he's pretty immune to magic, so fortunately you got to take him out with physical attacks. Yeah, now cast Increase Tyrion right after I take damage. Could have used that before. Should have gave Tyrion some more of those agility seeds. Now I have to shield the strength up. Yeah, these dragons are nothing now, so now I have the Exploded spell. I also want to get Tyrion to level 25 because he learns the Revive spell at that level. That's going to be insanely useful for the next area. And now you want to take the left path. Here we have a new enemy, the Silver Baboon. I think it can cast, use a Sweet Breath on you, use Firebane, but I really don't care. He never lives long enough for me to see all of his magic attacks. Bye-bye, Silver Baboon. Yeah, nice pun there, bat and baboon, haha. But don't worry, they get worse with the puns, starting with Dragon Quest IV remakes. Then they just get outright ridiculous. I don't think I showed this battle off before. Yeah, I did. Yeah, this Babel is probably just going to just run away, so even if I do enough damage on those stupid healers, it's going to heal that metal Babel, so just hurry up and run away. Unless you're going to be just nice enough and just stand there and let me kill you. Well, yes you are. Yeah, now I can actually use this time to use those shields of strength now. These guys aren't going to do any damage. Pretty much a free healing battle. Yeah, these guys are doing really nothing for damage. I think these healers in the other Dragon Quest translation, I think they call them like numbness jellyfish or some stupid nonsense. I don't know. But I know we got like a 10,000 experience. And yeah, I really need that level there. And we learned the Revive spell. Probably the most important spell in the game. And new to this version, and also the Game Boy Color version, Arya can also learn the Revive spell as well at level 22. Alright, we're done with this dungeon. And welcome to Winterfell. Or more like Winter Hell. Yeah, we still have a long way to go before we get to that next save point. Doesn't seem that long, but of course this game will do anything it can to prevent me from getting to that save point. Yeah, you just want to stay in the plains here to encounter the least amount of random battles. And here we have 2 new enemies, the giants. What, you didn't believe me there was giants and White Walkers in here? Yeah, you definitely want to cast Increase Defense. Yeah, see, these guys can take a ton of damage off. And you want to take a ton of defense off of these guys. They are susceptible to attack magic, but not that often. There's a weaker version called the Cyclops, which have no resistance to attack magic. So if you run into the Cyclops, I definitely just suggest casting Exploding on them. Yeah, these guys have well over 100 HP. Yeah, you just want to spam increase on your party against these guys. Instead of doing like 50 damage, they'll be doing 19 if you cast increase twice. Making this battle somewhat manageable. Alright, we got him. I think these guys have a chance of dropping a Sword of Destruction, but it's cursed, so don't worry about it. Just sell it. It sells for a decent amount of gold, so. Alright, we're almost there. You see it right there? And of course, this game gives me one of the hardest battles in this fucking area. There we have the Giant and the White Walker and the Bullwong. I don't know what a Bullwong is. I can guess. Yeah, the Bullwong is the toughest monster in this area. You definitely want to cast Exploded. You definitely want to kill that White Walker there, because he can cast Defeat on your party. Yeah, the Bullwong is pretty resistant to magic. He is a bit susceptible to sleep, but not that often. Probably like 40% of the time you can get him to sleep. And the Bullwongs, they could also, you saw there, breathe fire. They hit like trucks, and they could also spam Exploded on your party. Want to get some increase going on there. And I'm going to take the chance with Exploded. See if I can kill this Giant. Alright, got some damage off the Bullwong. Alright, got rid of the Giant. Yeah, breathe the stupid scorching flames, and I really need to heal now. Hopefully I can get 3 healing turns in with the Shield of Strength, and he does not use Exploded before I do that. Or else it'll probably be a game fucking over. Just use the Shield of Strength. Oh, good. Yeah, and here comes Exploded, so yeah. Yeah, if he'd have went first, that would have probably been a game over there. But now we got this battle now. We got rid of that White Walker and the Giant. Yeah, the Shield of Strength up again, and yeah, this guy. Yeah, if this guy just keeps spamming Exploded, there's really nothing you can do. You're just fucked. Oh, you dropped the Wizard's Ring. Well, by the way, Bullwongs, they tend to drop Wizard's Rings, so if you want to farm them here, you can. But I already have plenty of Wizard's Rings in the vault back in whatever town you can go to. Not that worried about Wizard's Rings for this area. Yeah, you definitely want to heal up. You really don't want to get caught with your pants down in this area. Yeah, those Bullwongs, usually you encounter them by themselves, but yeah, I just got really unlucky with that battle. That was the hardest battle in this area. Can I just get to the damn shrine? Good. Yeah, and this guy will heal up your party members. You could also save with this guy as well. And there's a portal there to the south. It's a one-way trip back to Baron. So if you want to get to the outside world, you take that portal. Just be sure to save here, so if you go back to Baron or any other town, you can cast Return to come back here, because you definitely don't want to go through the Cave To Rhone to get back to here again. That would be pretty stupid. Yeah, so she's saying there's just a one-way trip back. Alright, before I end the episode, I'm going to show off a majority of the encounters in this area. Yeah, just in case I don't run into them in the next episode on my way to Hargon's castle, so I'm going to take a pause break and I'll be right back. Here we have some new enemies, the gold Bat-Boons, stronger version of the silver Bat-Boons. Yeah, these guys, just like the other ones, they can cast Firebane, and they can also cast Poison Breath, which I really don't care for, but the most annoying thing is that they can cast Sacrifice when they're at low HP. So you definitely want to cast Stop Spell on these guys. And of course also Exploded, try to kill them as quickly as possible. The good thing is I believe Sacrifice and Defeat spells are a bit nerfed in this version. Yeah, sometimes it'll leave you with 1 HP. Yeah, of course, then leaving the enemy to one-shot you, so yeah, still pretty annoying. Yeah, you definitely want to cast Stop Spell on these guys. Cast Stop Spell again because I missed on the one on the right there. Yeah, just Shield of Strength up. Of course, you want to stay at max HP around this area at all times. Alright, got Stop Spell on this guy. Now you don't have to worry about the sacrifice spells and Firebane or any of that nonsense. I don't care about the poison attacks. Poison is pretty useless in this game. Alright, here we have the Bullwong. Yeah, majority of the time you'll just fight him by himself. I just got real unlucky in this episode trying to get to this shrine. Yeah, mostly what I like to do is just have Stannis attack and have Tyrion and Arya defend, because when he does use Exploded, yeah, it doesn't take that much damage if you defend. Yeah, unlike the NES version, this version, yeah, defending cuts physical and magical attacks in half, and also breath attacks as well. Yeah, as you see there. So basically I just have Tyrion and Arya defend, so not get some more healing turns in. Or in fact, I don't have to heal as much. Alright, we got him. Well, once again, the Bullwong is a bit susceptible to sleep, but nah, if you can get it on him, go ahead. Alright, here we have the Giants and the White Walker, the Blizzards. And once again, these Blizzards can cast Defeat on your party, so you definitely want to kill them as quickly as possible. Yeah, if magic isn't really that effective against the Giants, it works about half the time. Yeah, these jerks can cast Defense, they can also cast Increase as well. Blizzards, that is. Yeah, take out that Blizzard there. Wow, 57 damage, and yeah, there's a defeat spell. Doesn't really have that big of a hit percentage on you, but yeah, you still want to be careful about it. Alright, and Giant dropped the Sword of Destruction. It's actually the strongest weapon in the game, but yeah, it's cursed, so don't worry about it. Yeah, you won't be able to attack about 50% of the time. Basically like being a goof-off in Dragon Quest III. Alright, here's some new enemies, the Cyclops. They're a weaker version of the Giants. As you can see, they don't even have a club. They are susceptible to attack magic. They have no resistance to it. Yeah, they can also be put to sleep, but not quite as often, though. So you definitely want to cast Increase, so their attacks do less damage. They don't have any magic attacks. They're just basically just dumb muscle, basically. Yeah, cast Increase again just to max out my defense. Yeah, now they're only doing like 6 damage. Chumps. Alright, those Blizzards finally got the defeat spell to work. I just want to show that off. But unlike Final Fantasy 13, if the hero dies here, it's not a game over. Yeah, this isn't Final Fantasy 13, this is a real RPG. Final Fantasy 13 was an RPC, just role-playing cutscenes. Yeah, I just want to show off the defeat spell actually working here. Yeah, I don't want it to work again, though. Might want to revive Stannis there, Arya. He doesn't have enough MP. Yeah, it sucks if you run into like 3 of these Blizzards. They just keep spamming defeat on your party. And most of the time, 1 or 2 people are gonna die. Alright, we got him. Also want to show off another battle in the Cave to Rhone. I'm going to take another pause break and I'll be right back. I actually want to show off a rematch against those 4 green dragons I fought in the last episode. Now since I have better magic, I can just cast Firebane and Explode it and just wipe these guys out. Goodbye, green dragons. Have Firebane and mop up that last dragon there. Seems to be straggling on. Good, got him. Flawless victory. Yeah, it seems these dragons are thirsty for some more punishment. Well, at level 28, Tyrion learns the sacrifice spell, which I'm going to show off here. And when it does, it kills all the monsters at the expense of your own life. It is useful against battles you don't feel like fighting and seem almost impossible to run from later on in the later areas. It is useful because Arya can just revive Tyrion for 15 MP, and also for a lot of the battles later on. Yeah, you're going to be spending more than 15 MP casting Heal All, Exploded, Firebane, Sleep, and Stop spell anyways, so sometimes it's better off just casting Sacrifice and having Arya revive Tyrion. But I'm going to end the episode here. That's all the battles I want to show off. Next time on Let's Play Dragon Warrior / Dragon Quest II, we invade Hargon's castle.